Documentaries offer an excellent avenue for diving deeper into historical events. But which is the ultimate Old West documentary? The American Wild West's history often feels more like Hollywood fiction, heavily influenced by Western films that shape our perceptions of the era. In reality, the life of a cowboy in the Old West was far less glamorous than depicted in movies. Fortunately, documentaries on the Old West provide a fresh perspective on the period and the individuals who left their mark. These films illuminate the lives of well-known figures such as Buffalo Bill Cody, Calamity Jane, and Billy the Kid. They also delve into the stories of more enigmatic personalities like Doc Holliday and Annie Oakley. The best Wild West documentaries explore the experiences of those often overlooked in Westerns, such as the African Americans who comprised about 25% of cowboys during that time. Through these documentaries, one can gain insights into the impact of the Civil War on the West, the hardships faced by displaced Native Americans, and the technological advancements of the era.
Project 20. The Real West. Premiering in 1961, The Real West offers a unique perspective by featuring a well-known actor at its forefront. Gary Cooper, renowned for his iconic role in the classic Western High Noon, lends his voice as the narrator of the documentary. This choice of narrator adds a layer of authenticity and familiarity for viewers, drawing them into the real stories of the American frontier. The Real West deliberately steers clear of the romanticized Hollywood portrayal of the Old West. Instead, it focuses on the stark realities of life during that era. It brings to light the severe challenges faced by those living in the frontier, such as the pervasive threat of hunger and the brutal conflicts with Native American tribes. These conflicts often resulted in tragic attacks, highlighting the darker aspects of American expansion. The documentary serves as a reminder of the harsh conditions and moral complexities of the time, offering a more nuanced understanding of the Old West. It sheds light on the struggles for survival and the often violent encounters that shaped the lives of both settlers and Native Americans. Moreover, The Real West is accessible to a wide audience, as it is available to watch for free. This accessibility ensures that more people can engage with a historically accurate depiction of the American West, learning about its true history beyond the myths perpetuated by Hollywood films. Outlaws and Gunslingers. What was life in the Old West like in 1865? Outlaws and Gunslingers explores this question by showing that the repercussions of the Civil War continued to echo throughout the region. Even as America began to heal from the war's devastation, tensions persisted in the Western territories. The documentary highlights how groups from the South, including families like the Daltons and the Jameses, encountered law enforcement figures from the North, such as Wild Bill Hickok and Wyatt Earp. These interactions often mirrored the larger national struggle to find peace and order after the war. Outlaws and Gunslingers tells the true stories of notable figures like Billy the Kid and Jesse James. It provides a detailed look at their backgrounds, motivations, and the environments that shaped their actions. The documentary also examines the efforts of lawmen who sought to bring stability to the region, offering a balanced perspective on their challenges and strategies. By focusing on these historical narratives, the documentary reveals the complex social and political dynamics of the time. It shows how the legacies of the Civil War influenced personal relationships and community structures in the West. This period was marked by significant uncertainty as different factions vied for control and sought to define the future of the American frontier. Through this analysis, Outlaws and Gunslingers provides a nuanced understanding of the Old West, emphasizing the human stories behind the larger historical events. The West by Ken Burns. In 1996, PBS America and Ken Burns released The West, a comprehensive documentary series. Burns was partly inspired by Kiowa poet N. Scott Malmaday, who eloquently described the American West as a place that must be seen to be believed, and perhaps believed in order to be truly seen. In his distinctive style, Burns uses diaries, letters, and autobiographical accounts to narrate the experiences of men and women from that era. This method allows for a deeply personal and authentic portrayal of the lives and struggles of those who lived during the westward expansion. The 9-episode series delves into the interactions between white settlers and Native American communities, shedding light on the complex relationships and cultural exchanges that occurred. Burns explores the broader context of these interactions, examining how economic aspirations, government policies, and individual ambitions shaped these encounters. The West also addresses the myths that have come to define our understanding of the American frontier. These myths often present a simplified and romanticized version of history, overshadowing the diverse and multifaceted realities of the time. By contrasting these myths with historical evidence, the documentary offers a more nuanced perspective. Through meticulous research and storytelling, Burns highlights the contradictory nature of the myths and realities of the West. The series emphasizes the diverse voices and experiences that contributed to the region's history, including those of Native Americans, African Americans, women, and other often overlooked groups. Overall, The West by Ken Burns provides a richly detailed and balanced exploration of a pivotal period in American history. It invites viewers to reconsider their perceptions of the West and appreciate the complexity and richness of its true story. Calamity. Jane. Wild West Legend, 2014. The 2014 French documentary, now available in English, titled Calamity Jane, Legend of the West, offers a detailed portrayal of Martha Canary, famously known as Calamity Jane. This film delves into her life, emphasizing the societal constraints faced by women in the 19th century. The documentary chronicles Jane's journey from her challenging early years, where she endured hardship as a teenage orphan, to her later fame as the Queen of the Plains. It paints a vivid picture of her resilience and adaptability in a world that often offered limited opportunities for women. Calamity Jane, Legend of the West, also scrutinizes the role of the media in shaping her legend. Newspapers of the time played a significant part in constructing her public persona, often embellishing her exploits to create a larger-than-life image. This aspect of the documentary provides a critical analysis of how media narratives can diverge from actual events. By comparing the myth with the reality of Calamity Jane's life, the film offers a nuanced understanding of her true story. It highlights the complexities of her character, acknowledging both her strengths and vulnerabilities. Furthermore, the documentary places Jane's experiences within the broader context of women's history in the Old West. It explores how she navigated and sometimes defied the gender norms of her time, contributing to her enduring legacy. The Real West, Cowboys and Outlaws. If you enjoy dramatic reenactments, The Real West, Cowboys and Outlaws is perfect for you. This History Channel series highlights the myths and legends of the Old West, providing a deeper look into the social dynamics behind these iconic stories. The series explores the social world of the Old West, where limited laws and minimal enforcement led to a great deal of vigilantism. However, This same libertarian atmosphere allowed black cowboys to thrive, showcasing the diverse experiences of those living on the frontier. With vast open spaces and weak communication networks, lawbreakers could easily evade capture by simply moving from one town to another. This reality contributed to the romanticized image of the outlaw, a figure often celebrated in Western lore. In addition to these social aspects, the real West, cowboys and outlaws, also delves into the practical side of cowboy life. It examines the clothing and tools that were essential for survival and work in the Old West, offering insights into the daily lives of cowboys. By combining historical reenactments with in-depth analysis, the series provides a comprehensive understanding of the complexities and contradictions of the Old West. It invites viewers to reconsider the myths and appreciate the diverse realities of this fascinating period in American history. The American West. Produced by AMC Studios and executive producer Robert Redford, The American West features a star-studded cast that brings the Wild West to life. Alongside Redford, notable actors from Western films, such as Burt Reynolds, James Caan, Kiefer Sutherland, Ed Harris, and Tom Selleck, share their insights on the era. The American West explores the period between 1865 and 1890, a transformative time when the United States was evolving into the land of opportunity. The documentary highlights how the developments in the Old West played a crucial role in this transformation. By examining the ambitions and opportunities that characterized the West, the series provides a captivating and engaging narrative. It delves into the stories of Western legends, shedding light on their contributions to the broader American story. The documentary also considers the broader social and economic factors that defined this era. It looks at how the promise of new beginnings attracted a diverse range of people, each seeking their fortune and place in the expanding nation. The American West goes beyond mere storytelling to offer a detailed analysis of the period's historical significance. It connects individual stories to the larger context of American growth and change, revealing how the Old West's legacy continues to shape the country's identity. Requiem for Billy the Kid, 2006. Requiem for Billy the Kid, one of the few Old West documentaries to debut at the Cannes Film Festival, presents a unique perspective on the legendary figure. The film traces the enduring myth of Billy the Kid into the 21st century, featuring interviews with New Mexicans who share stories passed down from their grandparents. Directed by French filmmaker Anne Feinsilber, the documentary combines historical analysis with elements of a travelogue. Feinsilber's distinctive perspective as a French director adds depth to the narrative. She draws intriguing parallels between Billy the Kid and the poet Arthur Rimbaud, offering a fresh interpretation of the material. By blending historical insights with personal anecdotes and cultural comparisons, Requiem for Billy the Kid provides a multifaceted view of Billy the Kid's legacy. The documentary explores how his story has evolved over time and examines the ways in which it continues to resonate with contemporary audiences. Feinsilber's approach highlights the cultural and historical significance of Billy the Kid within a broader context. Her film invites viewers to consider the ways in which legends are formed and sustained, revealing the interplay between history and myth. In Search of Doc Holliday, 2016. Who was Doc Holliday? Known for his association with Wyatt and Virgil Earp, Holliday achieved lasting fame for his role in the infamous 1881 showdown at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. Yet, much of his life beyond this brief, pivotal moment remains shrouded in mystery. In Search of Doc Holliday meticulously traces Holliday's origins, starting from his upbringing in Georgia. Before gaining notoriety in the Wild West, Holliday pursued a career in dentistry, attending dental school and establishing himself in the profession. However, questions persist about Holliday's reputation as a gunslinger who allegedly took the lives of numerous men. Was he primarily a lawbreaker rather than a lawman? What transpired in his life after the OK Corral shootout? By unraveling these complexities, In Search of Doc Holliday offers a deeper understanding of Holliday's character and his place in Western history. It challenges popular perceptions and invites viewers to reconsider the myths and realities surrounding one of the West's most intriguing personalities. Biography: Annie Oakley, Crackshot in Petticoats. A&E's biography series features an episode dedicated to the remarkable life of Annie Oakley, titled Annie Oakley, Crackshot in Petticoats. The documentary delves into the story of Phoebe Ann Mosey, famously known as Annie Oakley. Born to Dutch immigrants, Oakley earned the nickname Little Miss Sure Shot due to her exceptional marksmanship. The film traces her life from humble beginnings, exploring the development of her legendary skills. After the passing of her father, Oakley took on the responsibility of providing for her family by hunting. This necessity, the documentary also considers the broader social and economic factors that defined this era. It looks at how the promise of new beginnings attracted a diverse range of people, each seeking their fortune and place in the expanding nation. The American West goes beyond mere storytelling to offer a detailed analysis of the period's historical significance. It connects individual stories to the larger context of American growth and change, revealing how the Old West's legacy continues to shape the country's identity. Requiem for Billy the Kid, 2006. Requiem for Billy the Kid, one of the few Old West documentaries to debut at the Cannes Film Festival, presents a unique perspective on the legendary figure. The film traces the enduring myth of Billy the Kid into the 21st century. American Experience, Billy the Kid. On April 28, 1881, Billy the Kid faced his final days, sentenced to hang for taking the lives of several men. However, he managed to escape his fate, outsmarting his captors and fleeing. PBS's American Experience, Billy the Kid delves into his life and the legend that surrounded him. The documentary examines the lawmen who pursued him and the myth that grew after his passing. The film highlights key moments in Billy's brief life, such as his mother's tragic death from tuberculosis, which profoundly affected him. It also explores his deep connection with the Hispanic community, which often provided him refuge from the authorities. By focusing on both the historical facts and the myths, American Experience Billy the Kid invites viewers to reconsider their perceptions of this iconic figure. The documentary reveals the complexities of his character and the lasting impact of his story on American folklore and history. Buffalo Bill Cody. Produced by the Rocky Mountain Public Broadcasting Network to explore the legacy of a Colorado icon, Buffalo Bill Cody delves into the cultural impact of Buffalo Bill's renowned Wild West show. The documentary posits that Buffalo Bill played a pivotal role in shaping the mythology of the Old West. In his elaborate performances, Buffalo Bill Cody employed theatrical conventions that echoed the moral clarity of 20th-century Western films. Characters were often portrayed in stark contrasts of black and white attire, symbolizing clear distinctions between heroes and villains for the audience. William F. Cody's success went beyond entertainment. He was a master of both business acumen and stagecraft. By skillfully blending these talents, he transformed himself into a larger-than-life figure while simultaneously promoting an idealized vision of the American West. The documentary scrutinizes how Buffalo Bill's showmanship and promotional efforts contributed to popular perceptions of the West. It explores the ways in which his portrayals of frontier life influenced public imagination and perpetuated enduring myths about the era. Moreover, Buffalo Bill Cody offers insights into Cody's personal motivations and the cultural context of his time. It examines how his portrayals reflected broader societal values and aspirations, shaping narratives that continue to resonate in American popular culture. Wild West Tech, Execution Tech. The History Channel presented its series Wild West Tech during the years 2003 to 2005, exploring the technological innovations that influenced life in the Wild West. In its 2004 episode titled Execution Tech, the series delves into the various methods developed in the Old West for administering justice to those who broke the law. These methods reflect the evolving attitudes towards punishment and public spectacle during that period. The film highlights the intersection of technology, law enforcement, and societal values, revealing how these factors shaped perceptions of justice and punishment in the American frontier. Through meticulous historical research and analysis, the documentary enriches our understanding of the Wild West beyond its popularized imagery. It underscores the complexities of law and order in a rapidly changing society, inviting reflection on the enduring impacts of these developments on American legal history. Cowboys of Color, A Multicultural Legacy, Volume 1, 2014. In the historical American West, 1 out of every 4 cowboys was African American. Surprisingly, this significant demographic is often overlooked in many documentaries focusing on the era's more famous figures. Cowboys of Color, A Multicultural Legacy challenges viewers to reconsider if they truly understand the complete narrative of the Wild West. While popular media often highlights names like Billy the Kid and Wyatt Earp, this documentary shifts the spotlight to the often neglected contributions of Black cowboys who played a vital role in shaping the frontier. Their stories reveal a different aspect of Western life, one where African Americans found opportunities that were scarce or denied in the racially segregated South. For many Black cowboys, the West represented more than just a job. It offered a sanctuary from the systemic injustices and prejudices prevalent in the eastern states. The vast open spaces of the frontier provided a chance for economic independence and social mobility that were often elusive elsewhere. By exploring the experiences of Black cowboys, Cowboys of Color, A Multicultural Legacy enriches our understanding of the diversity and complexity of Western history. It underscores the multicultural fabric of frontier communities and challenges stereotypes that have shaped perceptions of the Old West. Carson and Cody, The Hunter Heroes. According to the History Channel documentary Carson and Cody, The Hunter Heroes, Buffalo Bill Cody epitomizes the final frontier of westward expansion. But how did Cody transition from an Army Scout and Pony Express rider to become an iconic symbol of the American West? The film explores the parallel lives of frontiersmen Kit Carson and Buffalo Bill Cody. While Carson gained renown through his explorations and adventures in the Western territories, Cody transformed the frontier into a commercial spectacle with his renowned Wild West show. Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West show played a significant role in shaping popular perceptions of the West as a rugged and adventurous frontier. Through elaborate performances and reenactments, Cody not only entertained audiences but also preserved and perpetuated a romanticized version of Western history. By juxtaposing the stories of Carson and Cody, the documentary illuminates how these self-made figures contributed to the mythos of the Wild West and its enduring place in the American consciousness. Their experiences and achievements reflected the broader themes of exploration, expansion, and cultural identity that defined the American frontier narrative. Through historical analysis and storytelling, Carson and Cody, the Hunter Heroes, provides a deeper understanding of how figures like Buffalo Bill Cody helped shape the mythic landscape of the American West, influencing perceptions of national identity and cultural heritage. Explore the untold stories and unvarnished truths of the Old West through these captivating documentaries. From the rugged landscapes to the diverse characters who shaped its history, these films offer a deeper, more nuanced understanding of America's frontier era.
Please like and share if you find the video content interesting and useful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss the upcoming interesting videos. Thanks for watching.